Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. I've been a minute, been busy, had a couple life changes, lost a job, found a job, had to change a couple things, now I'm working from home, whatever. Long story, but I'm back. I've been posting shorts, I've been getting some things ready. We're almost at 800 subs. Thank you for all of our new subscribers. Once we reach 800, we will be doing daily videos until we get to 1,000 subscribers. I really haven't been able to post or make videos. Just been busy with stuff. But I've been thinking of a lot of videos. I've been thinking of a lot of ways for us to get to where we need to be. I personally think that we should be at that 1,000 subscriber mark. I do think, personally, I haven't been doing as much posting or taking advantage of when we were noticing a growth and not pushing it to that. I think we did slow down as a team. So you will see more posts from me and the rest of the guys, of course, but they're not here and I'm not going to speak for anybody. So that's a slight update for you guys. Is that everything? Oh, I have been watching some of the playoffs. I really like how the Pacers and Knicks series is going. I like seeing good basketball just all around. I will say that these NBA, like these new fans or these only care about the entertainment aspect fans are starting to get a little annoying. Now, personally, I like watching basketball because, well, I enjoy the game basketball. I enjoy the technicalities of it. I enjoy playing it as well. I still go out there and play with a couple of my guys. And overall, I think the technical piece to basketball and the strategic part of it is fun to watch. And I think a lot of people will watch basketball and not see the strategy behind it, but you're seeing it in real time. You're seeing I don't freaking know how to say it, a ragtag group winning. I'm talking about the Pacers, I'm talking about the Knicks, and I'm even talking about this OKC team. Now, by ragtag group, quote unquote, I'm meaning like there's no true what we used to call super teams. Like, you're not seeing a Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. You're not seeing a LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh. You're not seeing a KD, Kyrie, and James Harden team. You're seeing teams that have one superstar who's a willing passer, who wants to get his teams involved, who is playing hard with Shai, and he's playing hard. Brunson and Halliburton, they're playing hard. They're trying to win these games. People may have like some notions about how Shai plays. Personally, I don't care. It looks like he's out there playing hard. That's a way better look than I feel like what we have been getting from certain superstars. And I'm going to say their names. Luka, he's lazy. Sometimes whiny in some cases. Jokic, same sort of deal. I do think there is a valid reason for Jokic, especially this season. I feel like Jamal Murray just, I don't know, got lazy. I feel like Michael Porter Jr., I don't know, got lazy and just like gave up. Aaron Gordon was playing and tried to win, but I felt like some players just gave up, and it sucks. I think that they really had a quality team, a solid team. They unfortunately ran into a very, very hot Thunder's team, but I still think that they could have won. But that's neither here nor there. I just think that we're seeing great basketball, hard basketball, and some strategic basketball. Some people may say that's not fun or interesting to watch. I'm enjoying it. You're seeing what happens when you have a built team. You have a passing point guard. You have a great defender, Lou Dort, Chet. Fine, I'll say it, guys. I'll say it. Rudy, Mike Conley. You have great defenders on these 4 teams, and they're playing defense. You're seeing grimy, sort of hard basketball. Like, they're letting them play. They're not calling a lot of fouls. Of course, Shai is getting more fouls than others. I do think that there is a style of play, but I also think at some point people are going to have to figure out that that's how he was playing. I do think that people are being harder on Shai than they were for James Harden, but that's a different conversation. So those are just my thoughts, like, so far personally. I've been enjoying this style of game. People have been talking about this game, saying how, oh, they wanted a classic, I'm going to hit a 3 at the last second game winner style of game instead of, fouling and get your point. I don't have a dog in the fight, so, I mean, whatever. But if I was an OKC fan, if I was a Minnesota fan, if the Lakers were up, I don't care about how we win the fucking game. I just want to win the game. If you foul me, I'm going to shoot my free throws and make them. I'm going to force you to foul me so I can get free buckets. I don't understand why that is something that people don't... why that is a bad thing. You don't care about winning. You just care about being entertained. Which is fine, but those players on the court are trying to win the freaking game. That's their livelihood. The coaches aren't going to be like, hey, we're going to drop this play to hold it, and then we're going to shoot a 3. I don't think they do that. So you can complain if you want, but that's just unrealistic for you to think that, and a waste of time. That's just my thoughts on it. So yeah, that's just a little bit. I really want to watch this. Just some SGA gameplay. His style of scoring, how he is scoring the basketball. People are going to diminish, especially for the next maybe 2 seasons, what Shai is doing, and carving like the offense. I mean, carving the defense and finding ways to get a shot off that really shouldn't be a shot. Sometimes very early D Wade-ish to me. Of course, more athletic, but how he is using his legs, how he's using his base to score, his pump faking. People are still just falling for that. And how he is finishing. So there's just a couple things that I'm seeing old D Wade was doing. So yeah, let's go ahead and analyze this real quick.
A fight over screen. Gobert gets it, drives down the lane. Shot block. Homer
Good block.
Got a piece of it. And SGA comes the other way. Drives, kicks it out right side. Jalen Williams nails the first shot. He's got 5 points already. Holmgren picks up his first foul. Jalen Williams, a lot of room, and nails another 3. McDaniels, 8 of the 13 points. The spin move. Back out Dort.
All right, I didn't know that these first 3 plays he's just gonna throw some passes. But you saw him break down his defender, forcing somebody to come over, throw an interesting pass to Dort. I assume he's gonna hit this because it's in the highlight. But yeah, some good passing. Whatever. I want to see some of him breaking down people.
Tested 3, got it.
Yeah, good shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander already 3 assists.
Yeah.
Jump shot bounces around, the soft touch. Those are his first points. Well, we've seen that OKC defensive intensity to start this one. Both teams so good defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander using the left.
Why did Rudy Gobert get bodied out the way? Why did whoever that was get sped right by? So there's a couple of things that I think that make Shai really, really dangerous. You could minus like the free throws. He's a 3-level scorer. He can finish at the rim. You just saw that. He has a really good midi game. I think that's what makes people jump. Because he can hit that shot. He's not a great 3-point shooter, but he can knock it down. And he has a fire. Once he gets going, it's just going to be hard for you to deal with him. And then you add on the free throws, which adds another, layer to his, defending him. That being said, I think what you would have to do, unfortunately, is just throw bodies at him, and they're going to foul out. And you got to prepare for that. You understand that's what he does, so you need players that have length. I wouldn't even pause. I would think that you would get like a freaking like Thanasis. Like once you get to that point where Shai is going, you throw him out there, have him use some of his fouls. He has length. Force him to make or take hard shots. I mean, that would be a decent play. Of course, you maybe get somebody that's better than that. Someone who's a better defender. But you get somebody, you just got to throw bodies at him. If you don't have someone who can really lock him down or force him to take bad shots, that's the only way for you to really stop Shai, is to just keep on throwing people at him, put length at him, and hope that this dude tries to actually defend the rim, because that was pretty soft what he just did.
Dan guarding SGA. Sneaks inside, layup, bank shot, good with 3.
And that was just post up on DiVincenzo. That was just straight up body work. And that's what I'm saying, though. Like, people are going to see some of these plays. People are going to see him use post work on players that are smaller than him or his height and score and not understand how that is a really great offensive play. People are going to be like, oh, well, he still gets fouled. Like, you're going to see him do multiple types of stuff to get a basket. He's going to take advantage of who's ever on him and get a basket. You're too little, you're my size, I'm going to take you down to the box. You're too slow, I'm going to go right by you. Oh, I have a nice midi. I see you coming up and I see you sagging right here. I'm going to pull this right here. He just got a lot in his bag. And I think people need to start putting a little bit more respect on what he is doing, because that's an MVP. And I think this team could be a championship team. And I know that there's going to be a lot of hate for it. I know he's going to get a lot of hate. And it's going to be corny, bro. It really is.
Minnesota players around him. OKC's opponent had less turnovers than they did.
Again,
Alexander, nice
same height or little or smaller, I'm going to take you down to the box. Rudy Gobert on me. He's sagging back. I'm hitting the 3. He has too much in his bag. And you just got to find a way to, I don't know. Once he starts hitting, it's just hard for you to stop him. He reminds me of that. He reminds me of a Kobe. He's definitely a 3-level scorer who knows how to get his basket any type of way. He knows how to use posts. He knows how to fade to get his jumper. He knows how to take advantage of a big who sags off. He knows how to take advantage of a big who tries to play defense on him. And he can take advantage of the fouling. I don't understand why he is not being talked about as one of the best scorers ever. I may be getting ahead of myself, but I mean, like, just in general, he is one of the best scorers in the league, and I think we will see in the next coming years. I think he's going to get even better than that.
a three. He's 5 of 6 from the field. He's got 11 points, 4 assists.
Here, Rudy's in a good spot. Now here, in my opinion, Rudy's got to get up and then depend on the help defender because that's an uncontested shot for
Rudy Gobert misses a pair of free throws. 6-point lead for OKC.
Back to the zone with Rudy to Richard's point at the high point of it.
Cason Wallace, an open three. Got it.
See, Rudy should step up.
And he has great shooting teammates. This is a video about Shai, but the Thunder is a really great team from start to finish. I think they have good players all around. I think they have a really solid bench. And they have players who can step up. And they know how to make timely shots. Really good team. Again, no real... There's one true superstar on that team. Of course, they have great players that are getting better that will at some point, I think, be considered superstars. But honestly, if they can keep this team at its core, like locked in, I don't know if they can. Of course, like they're gonna have to pay people. If they're willing to make some pay cuts, I mean, they have a chance to have like a dynasty team here. They have the longevity for it, and they're relatively young, so I don't know, man. Quality team.
That should be Nikhil Alexander. That's there. Rudy should be at the top like they were the first time. They're still a little confused on that zone.
By Alexander Walker.
Holmgren tries to answer and does. Both teams shooting the three ball extremely well. Rebounds OKC 16-8. Randall guarding SGA.
Randall's too far back, sagging back. I said, you can't sag back on him. He'll shoot that.
To finish the half. This is a huge 2 minutes.
And then you got.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets to
Can't
the
leave
rim.
him either.
Just a slight hesitation, the burst of speed. He's got 21 points in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander comes right back off the glass.
Came right here, came around, finished with the lay. Just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I might just go ahead and end it here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna see more of the same. He's just gonna carve through them as I'm seeing these plays as a replay and like back to back. I think I really nailed that D-Wade take, bro. I really do. Just how he can get to the basket, how he's taking advantage of, again, someone who, in my opinion, should be able to match up with him size-wise. DiVincenzo, I think even sometimes we saw Ant guarding him. I think Julius Randle should be able to at least force him to take a three. But you got to know that that's what you're doing. Like, you got to be able to close out on that. So he's just... I honestly think that this is just a bad matchup for Minnesota. I really do. What would be a good matchup for Shai? I don't know. I think you just gotta force him to take threes and sort of stack the middle. I think you try to force him. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can't let him drive. You can't let him get to the basket. I think that's the... I don't know. I guess sort of play him like Giannis. Yeah, I guess I'll play him like Giannis. I don't know. Force him to shoot a jumper. Because he'll start getting to the basket. Then he'll get his fouls. He'll see some shots going in. Then he'll take some jumpers, take some threes, and then by that time it's 38, and then now you're down by 70. Like, so I think that's the only thing that you can do. Force him, keep him out the, stop him from downhill gameplay, stop him from off the screen gameplay, stop falling for that stupid hezzy that he's doing. Because you know he's going to do that and then go right by you. You know what he's trying to do and where he's trying to get. So you got to force him to take a jump shot. I think that's what you got to do. Of course, easier said than done. But that would be the play. You need somebody with some strength and like who could hold his like position as a defender, almost like a Ron Artest. Yeah, like someone with some strength. I think someone who could. He'll try to as long as you don't fall for the hezzy, you force him to fill your body. He's going to try to bounce off and maybe turn around and hit a jumper. But I don't know. I think that's what you would have to do. Put somebody like a... I think even Dylan Brooks would be annoying, but I don't think he would really stop him. Andre Iguodala would be nice. Draymond, maybe? He'll get cooked, but I think Shai will have a rough go at it. I guess someone physical, but like, well, nah. Well, that's why you need those players who you could just throw at him, because you gotta make him feel your body when he's going to the basket. Let's see if he does it. Like, take the screen and go to the basket. Yeah, you gotta force him to feel your body and stop him here. But you saw how he did stop him there, and then turn around and spun off, shot the three. I mean, shot the midi. Just like exactly what I just said. Like, you gotta stop him there, and then you gotta know he's gonna do that.
Edwards was right on top of him. Alexander Walker guarding Gilgeous. Alexander on the drive, gets inside, kicks it out.
Oh, that was a good pass. I think he probably could have went in a little bit more. Honestly. But that was a good pass, though. But
absolutely brilliant.
Well, let me see what he does here. He may do the same thing again.
16 points in 16 minutes.
Yeah.
SGA
Damn.
from...
Well, there ain't nothing you can do about that. But I think that's what you got to do. Force him to hit dumb shots. If he starts hitting those shots, I mean, it is what it is. But you got to force him to take those hard stop fadeaway jumpers and those weird middies. Do not let him get here. Do not let him go all the way around for the scoop layup. Do not let him post you up. You got to force him to do that. And I think that's how you got to defend Shai. If Rui Hachimura played the defense that I think he can play by his build, by his athleticism, I think he would be a really good matchup for him. Because he's athletic enough to move his feet. He's athletic enough to contest. I believe he is disciplined enough to not jump on the up fake. So I don't know. I think that'd be a solid defender if he plays like the defense that, in my opinion, he should be playing. I don't know. But that's all I got. So what you guys think in the comments down below. See you guys later. Peace.